really big and a whole lot bigger than you think he is. Didn't want to miss out on the worship. Didn't want to miss out. All creation was glorifying God. And the Bella Paul Star said, all right, here we go. Now let's jump 8,000 light years out. This is the Hourglass Nebula. Yeah, I think God just put that one up there for fun. It's a dying star emitting tons of gases that are cooling and creating this beautiful thing. The star that's dying is not the one you see to the left, but the one right in the center of the eyeball. I don't know about you, when I was growing up, the ultimate trump in my house was my mom saying, well, you better watch out and be careful because God is watching you. Well, it turns out she was right after all. God sees everything and knows everything. He can't see you with the Hourglass Nebula. He may see you with the Helix Nebula or with a stardust ring. There's a lot of options for him to see us. Check it out. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Well, let's take a massive leap. We're 8,000 light years out now. We're going to go 28 million light years. You can do the math on the way home. 28 million times 5.88 trillion. You're like, are you kidding me? No. You come to the Sombrero Galaxy, just one of the beauties of our universe. You say, oh, that's nice. It looks like a little Frisbee. No. It's 50,000 light years wide. It's trillions of miles thick. It just happens to be sitting in space in such a way that we're just above the elliptic plane, almost looking dead on the edge of it, but just 6 degrees above it. And just up there in all of its splendor. Most of you have never seen it before. You say, well, what's it doing up there? Just glorifying God, just showing off the greatness and the majesty of God, just hanging out in the universe that he made, reflecting back to him his glory tonight and how amazing he is. Since we're in Houston, I wanted just to say just a word of thanks. This image and many of the ones we're seeing tonight have come to us from the Hubble Space Telescope, which I'm sure you've heard of. You're paying for it, by the way. I hope you've heard of it. It's an amazing thing. Here's a shot of it in case you didn't know what you were paying for. You're like, that's it? That's what we get? Yeah, it's fascinating, this thing. This particular photograph was taken in 1997, just after Service Mission 2. The Hubble hangs out 353 miles above the earth, and so it's got a great jump on us getting outside of our atmosphere and gives us stunning images like we've never seen before. And I was just going to tell you quickly, Chris and I were at a camp this summer, and I was trying some of these space stuff out on middle school and high school students because I figured if it worked for them, it might work for you guys tonight. And they were so cool. They were just like, wow, no way. You know, just like teenagers would be. I was loving it. But I got home and I got a package in the mail, and it was a DVD of some Hubble images and video and a note. And I started reading the note and just freaked out in my office. I've never taken the note out in public, but I've brought it tonight. I'm going to read it for you. Sorry about that. I'll just read it. I don't care if you think this is cool. This is cool. I've never read this in public before. It's never been out among other people before. And I'll just give you the short version. It says, Dear Louis, thank you for your time at our camp. The person's children or child was there. And comes down the second paragraph. They said you have a passion for astronomy. You may like this collection of HST videos. I was on Service Mission 2. That's what the point I started going, oh. So I, too, have a special connection to the telescope as it reveals the magnificence of God's creation. In his service, Joe Tanner, and I'm like, Joe Tanner. So I grab my computer, and I go to the NASA site, and I type in Joe Tanner, and come to find out he's like an astronaut. I'm like, I have a letter from an astronaut. I got a letter from an astronaut. That's cool. That's cool. These guys pay a great price to let us see and know a lot of what we see and know. This next image is a shot of some guys in space working on the telescope. I had to turn it sideways, so don't get confused. It kind of goes the other way, but screens are different. That's the bay of the space shuttle, and the telescope for being a great friend, and I'd love for you guys to say thank you to him. That's cool. That's awesome. We're going to go out. We're 28 million light years out at the Sombrero Galaxy. We're going to go past it to the darling of astronomy, the Whirlpool Galaxy. It's 31 million light years away. And you can see why it's the